Have you ever stopped to think about the quality of content you consume on the internet daily? It's an endless deluge, a constant flood of blogs, videos and social media posts that often feel like they were hastily put together. They're all desperate attempts to capture your attention, to crowbar their way into your consciousness. Why? Because years ago someone decided that content is king. This idea was further reinforced by Microsoft pioneer Bill Gates back in 1996 when he predicted that the internet would become a marketplace of sellable content. And while he wasn't wrong about the explosion of content, his statement that content is king was perhaps too simplistic. It disregarded the individuality of the audience, their needs, their desires, and their reactions to this barrage of information. But did Gates' prophecy consider the audience's feelings towards being bombarded with tons of irrelevant content? It's time to challenge the age-old saying, "Content is king." This statement, while catchy, is not entirely accurate today. It overlooks key elements such as individuality and personal tastes. It brushes aside the importance of brand alignment and the evolving shopping behaviors of the modern consumer. It disregards the role of innovation, the value of quality, the need for exceptional customer service, and the growing importance of sustainability. It places the emphasis on churning out content, no matter what it is, giving precedence to quantity over quality. But let's pause for a moment. What about what the customer wants? Isn't that important? Absolutely. It's not just about creating content, it's about creating content that resonates with your audience, content that adds value to their lives, content that they want to engage with. Therefore, it's safe to say that what the customer wants is king, not the content. So what does your customer really want? You might be surprised to find out it's not always about the flashiest product or the best price. Often it's about the experience and the relationship they have with your brand. They want good, reliable advice, not some sales pitch. They want value for their money, not just a cheap deal. They crave after-sales service that makes them feel valued, not forgotten. They appreciate usable rewards, not just points that pile up and expire. They seek a commitment to quality, transparency in processes, and someone they can trust. They desire sustainability they can feel good about supporting. They need efficiency, a smooth, quick transaction. And yes, they also want the ability to brag about their great choices. Remember, it's not about how many stars a product gets initially, but how many remain when the initial excitement fades. So how does this shift from content is king to customer desire is king affect your content strategy? It's a game changer. No longer is the focus on churning out content for content's sake. Now, it's about aligning your strategy with what the customer wants. This means understanding your customer's desires and creating content that speaks to those desires. It means providing good, reliable advice, offering value for money, demonstrating commitment to quality, and showing transparency in your processes. It means being a brand they can trust, and one that offers sustainable options. Consistency is key here. Every piece of content you put out should reflect these values. An occasional hit is not enough. Your audience should know what to expect from you, and you should deliver every time. So take a moment to evaluate your content strategy. Is it aligned with what your customer wants? The question is not whether your content is king, but whether it changes worlds, one subscriber at a time.